Hey everybody, it's MotherGoose27 and welcome back to my channel. Ignore the man bun, I'm just trying something. We'll see if it stays or not. Okay, so this anime just randomly popped up on my Netflix suggestions and it looked interesting and I debated if I should watch it for a couple of days and I finally said, yes, I need to, I'm going to. So I finally watched Toradora and I probably pronounced it wrong and I'm so sorry. Please don't roast me. There will be time codes in the description down below if you guys want to jump around the videos. I'm gonna do this video a little differently because this anime gave me like a real emotional response that I wasn't ready for. So we'll get to that here in a minute. Anyway, let's just start talking about it, I guess. I really love this anime. It was absolutely amazing. I really love the characters. They were fantastic. Taiga, hands down, my favorite character. I love how she's this really strong character, but you get to really see inside her psyche and show that, yes, she does have this characteristic of being a strong female, but there are also things that affect her and hurt her, just like everyone else, and it made her feel like a real person, and I feel like that applies to every single one of the characters. Yes, they all had like their character traits that define themselves from the other characters, but they didn't just have one character trait. They had multiple character traits. We got to see multiple sides of people, and it was really great. It just made the characters feel real, and I absolutely loved that. The music and animation were beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I love the music, I love the animation, and I think something I really loved about the animation is, to me, it looked like a mix of old, like, 90s 2D animation and present late 20-teens 2020 2D animation, and I absolutely loved it. It was beautiful, and the animation team did a fantastic job. Sorry, I basically just said the same thing like 8 times in a different way. I loved it. I really enjoyed the story. I thought it flowed very well. There was a fantastic A plot, some really great B plots, and I'm mostly happy with what happened. I do have some complaints and some unpopular opinions, I'm guessing, but I will give those in my final thoughts. So, I'm going to kind of jump into how this story affected me emotionally. And I want to start by saying, please do not feel bad for me, because I am in literally the best period of my life. And so, I'm going to talk about some things that made me sad, but I just want to clarify, I'm okay. Don't feel bad about me. I'm doing really, really good. So, the reason I want to spend most of my time talking about this is because this anime really made me sad. Like, not like a Silent Voice, where it had some really just sad moments that really just gutted my heart. But just like consistently throughout the whole anime, I was sad. But I loved it. And you're probably asking, that doesn't make sense. Okay, I love the anime. I didn't enjoy being sad. For me, I do not think in any way that I am unique in saying this. I feel like most people feel the same way as I do, but I am very people-orientated. I like having a close group of friends that I can really, like, rely on and be there for me, and I can be there for them, and we can just laugh and be close, and that's really what this anime reminded me of. Because of quarantine, I haven't really been able to see most of my friends. And yes, I've been really lucky. I've got to see a couple of my friends. And those of you who I have hung out with during quarantine, shout out to you guys. You are all absolutely amazing. But there are a lot of my friends that I haven't gotten to see. And on top of that, I'm going back to college. I'm starting my 5th year. Most of my friends are graduated and gone. And so there's this somber feeling of like, yeah, I'll get to see them again, but it's never going to be the same. It's not like we're living in the same dorm or we have classes together. You know, all my friends have kind of spread out throughout the world, and I've been really thinking about this a lot, and I've really missed my friends. But watching this anime, just seeing this close group of friends just hanging out, doing stuff together, just made me really sad because I just miss my friends so much. I miss our board game nights till 3 in the morning. I miss just randomly riding around, listening to music, having deep talks. I miss getting to worship and pray with my friends. I miss going out in groups of like 10 or 15 people and just longboarding around. And so, again, I don't want you to feel bad for me in any way because I'm so lucky to have friends like this. I just miss them. And this anime, the whole time I was watching that, all I could think about were my friends and how much I wanted to see them again. And so that's one reason I love this anime so much, because it was able to give me this emotional response that most shows don't. And I think the writers and the animation team and the voice actors just did a fantastic job of helping develop those emotions in the viewer. And I don't know, I just love this anime so much. It's so emotional, and it's sad, and it's powerful, and there's a lot of lessons that can be learned from it about being who you really are, not being fake, standing up for your friends, standing up for what you believe in, taking care of each other, and how you need to be aware of how other people are feeling, because even unintentionally you could be hurting someone else. Oh, just such an amazing anime. I love it so much. I know I've said that like 20 times, but if you haven't watched it, you definitely need to check it out. Okay, final thoughts time. Here's where my unpopular opinions come in. I don't know if I ship Ryuji and Taiga. I'm just being honest. When I first started watching the show, I was like, oh yeah, they're definitely gonna end up in the end. I ship it so much. But then low-key Minarine had feelings for Ryuji as well. And if I'm being honest, I think they might have made a better couple. If I'm being honest, I feel like Taiga kind of took advantage of Ryuji. But that's just a theory. A film theory. And then maybe I just didn't get it. Maybe I need to watch it again. But it didn't really make sense to me why Taiga left at the end. Why she went to go live with her mom. Everything worked out for her. She had Ryuji. She'd made friends. She was able to be herself. Her life was better. They were going to get married. And I'm sure they do get married later on after the show ends. But it just didn't make sense to me. And maybe I just missed something. Maybe I just didn't understand something. I definitely plan on watching it again, because I was sitting there and I was like, that just doesn't feel right. Why would she just disappear? I just didn't like it that much. I thought she should have stuck around, or at least had a better reason to leave, or at least had some foreshadowing in the beginning that she was going to leave. But again, maybe I missed something. Maybe it didn't click all the way. I will watch it again, and I'll definitely be looking out for that. But besides that, I really, really loved this show so much. It just gave me this emotional response that I was not expecting, and I really, really enjoyed it. Anyway, that's all I have for today. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like and subscribe to join the flock, and I will see you in the next one. Mother Goose out.